Hi, I hope you... All right, welcome to Fatherhood. It's really nice to see you. Thank you very much for making time to be with us. We've had 3 amazing episodes. Last episode was heavy. We spoke to Martin Kilavi, who's raising 2 children who have a disability, and he's a single dad. Lovely story, and we love your comments. Keep checking it out. But we also want to encourage you to, go in there, subscribe to our channel, Fatherhood. It will be great to have the conversation with you. My name is Anthony Ndiema, and we say this every other time that this is a safe space for honest conversations between dads, sons, and men who are navigating, the quiet struggles of fatherhood and manhood. All right. And so we ask hard questions. Why am I struggling as a father? Do I carry wounds I've never named? Are we raising a fatherless generation? Those are very hard questions that we get to engage in right here. So karibu sana. And it's amazing that the biggest percentage of those who watch this podcast are actually women. Very interesting. So keep watching. We encourage you to keep watching. I'm sure you will learn 1 or 2 things. Today we have another very interesting story. I have a former colleague who decided atatuacha nyuma aende na akaenda akafly akaenda kabisa. He is a father who is raising 2 children. One of his sons has a disability, but a very interesting disability. That's a conversation we'll have with him. But beyond that, he is separated with a wife. And his marriage is a multicultural marriage, all right? So such an interesting conversation. Yeah. Joel.
Yeah.
Hey, my brother.
How are you, man?
Good to see you, Bana.
See you.
Hey, it's been
a while.
Many years.
Yeah.
It's been many years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad to see you again.
Thanks for
having me. You have traversed the world. Is there any place in this world you don't know now?
Every year I try to travel to at least 7 different countries.
Wow.
Because then that way it gives you different perspective.
That's true.
Yeah. Of life on things.
Yeah. And I'm sure that exposure has made you see life very differently.
Yeah, that's true. Because you view things in different lenses.
Right.
Yeah.
So for you, for sure, the world is a global village.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, it's good to travel.
Yeah.
When you come back, alafu muna sukumana na watu kwa traffic, unajua, this is a cultural challenge.
It is. Yeah. It's one of those things that even, because my kids are half Swedish, half Kenya.
Right.
And, talking about traffic, in countries like Sweden where from, kindergarten, they don't have prefects. So they up to high school. So these kids, and, I used to find that very strange. Yeah. So they learn how to be responsible from day one. So I'm like, and you guys, when you go to class, na mnanyamaza. Still got nagoja prefect.
Hey, andike noisemakers.
Noisemaker.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. But let's come back to you. You do many things, Joel, today. Tell us about all those things you do. It's very important you share them.
Oh, yes. Currently, I'm the director at Portland Communication, which is a strategic PR firm. We have 8 different hubs. So I lead the African hub.
Wow.
Our headquarters in London. Then we have another office in Washington, D.C., Singapore, Doha, Paris, Berlin, Brussels, and then Nairobi. So that makes it 8. I was trying to count. As guys wait for so.
Lazima uhesabu na vidole.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And apart from that, also I serve as a board member at the Marketing Society of Kenya.
Amazing.
So, and at the Marketing Society of Kenya, I'm the chair of the Marketing and the Gala Committee.
Right.
So every event, every marketing activities that you see, I usually spearhead those.
Yeah.
And also, I'm involved in a number of things globally at the PR Global Week. I'm a judge in London. I've been a judge there for 3 years.
Wow.
And then this year I made it to Cannes.
Oh,
yeah.
Congratulations.
Like
wow.
The heaven of marketing.
That's a big one.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So what do you do at Cannes?
So at Cannes, I was a PR jury.
Wow.
Jury. Yeah, I was a PR jury.
Yes.
And we're reviewing all entries across the world.
Amazing.
PR entries.
Right.
And I represented Africa.
Wow.
Yeah.
PR is your life.
Yes, public
marketing
relations.
as well.
Yeah, PR and marketing.
Right.
that's something I've always wanted to do from a tender age.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Great. We used to work with you at KTN.
Yes.
That's when you just came from campus.
That's true.
That was your entry point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the entry point to the industry, and I appreciate that. I think the contacts I made, like, people like you, that's why we reach out to each other. We're still buddies. Yeah, I mean, this social capital is something you can never get take from anyone.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Great. You are a very busy person. My goodness. I mean, doing all those things is no joke.
Yeah.
Running the African hub is no joke. I'm sure the pressure is real.
Yeah, pressure is real.
Yeah.
But the more pressure, the better. If you're not being stretched, I usually feel like then you're becoming complacent.
That's right. Wow. I take that. I take that and run with that. So let's come to your story. But before we delve deep into that, what do you think about today's father?
Today's father is going through a lot of challenges.
Yeah.
And some of these challenges are because, those of us who were brought up back then, our parents were very strict. So that's that we were not orientated into fatherhood.
Yeah.
So all of us just walked into marriage. And
Joel, you can say that again.
Yeah.
You just got into marriage.
Yeah.
We didn't have a lot of orientation.
Yes, you're not told. And, I have nothing against certain religions, but, sometimes you go through marriage counseling through a father who's never been married. How is he telling you stuff about how you should live?
Marriage.
Yeah, about
That's
marriage.
true.
Yeah. So those are some of the struggles I look at.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, because we grew up with very strict parents where we couldn't have these conversations. I mean, I have all kind of conversations with my sons. We're very open.
Nice.
But us, we were brought up with very stern and firm fathers.
Yeah.
All we talked about was authoritarians. All we talked about is report forms
and academic success.
And academics, and when you're opening and when you're closing.
Right.
I used to run. I was an athlete in high school.
Wow.
And I made it to provincial a number of times.
Yeah.
And, they should have nurtured that talent.
Our generation and our parents, for them it was academic success or whatever kind of success. Relationships in terms of how to deal with your next life, your married life, was no conversation to many of us, right?
Yes, it wasn't. Yeah, and there's research we did, and we found out, in Kenya, and this was a few years ago, where the research showed that only 5% of Kenyans will afford to retire. So that's why our parents were very strict, because you are the retirement plan.
That's true.
So if he comes to school and you're failing, he's saying, man, I'm going to be in trouble in my retirement age.
Because you are their asset.
Yeah, you're their asset. You're the one who's going to take care of them. And that's why people talk about black tax.
Right.
Yeah.
I have never seen it that way.
Yeah, that's why they're very strict.
So you have to succeed.
You have to succeed, because if you don't succeed, then now
they will
post-retirement, there's some who'll be buying the medicines.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Do we as parents, I think it's shifted. Do you think about your son as your investment when you've retired?
No, now you see things are changing.
Yeah.
Now people are becoming more independent.
That's true.
And now you want to work, because, you have to foresee, what's my retirement, what do I want to do?
Right.
So even me, one of the things I did is I went back to school and did my master's.
Yeah.
And I want to do my PhD. So at least you can lecture until you die.
You're gonna longevity. You can push that to the very end. So you're not thinking. So for your son, your investment in your son today is for them to be independent and to be successful.
And be successful. Yeah.
Not necessarily to help you.
No, not necessarily. If they would, if they're watching this, why not?
It's shifted, right?
It's shifted. Yeah.
Yeah.
It has. And even if you look at our parents and us back in the day, a lot of parents would, even my mother keeps pushing me and telling me, you need to buy a house. But look at the mortgages right now.
Yeah.
You can't afford. You can't. Yeah. You'd be mad to pay the, mortgages, those kind of interest.
Yeah. For all those years.
For all those years.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's what you find. And then, you find a lot of people post-retirement, you've left loans with your kids still paying.
Watoto ndio wanalipa loans. Wow. All right, amazing insight. Let's come now back to your story. So here you are. You've married a girl originally from Sweden.
Yeah.
How was that? When you Africa,
Yeah.
typical. Yeah.
So I met my wife Agnes in USIU. So she was an exchange student,
Lovely.
and we both did journalism. So that's where we met.
Okay.
And back then, internet wasn't as pervasive. So I used to have to go to a cyber cafe to check
I relate.
my Yahoo to see
Yeah.
whether she's responded to my email.
And
And yet she's in Sweden where she has internet every time. So I told her it would be best if she wanted this to work to move back. So she moved back and waited for me to graduate. Yes, when I graduated, I got my Swedish residence. So I moved to Sweden.
Hey. Okay.
And life, and that's why a lot of people also don't know. Things are not as good,
Rosy.
as people think.
Yeah.
I always tell people, before you move abroad, get a job before you move abroad. Yeah, that's the right move.
Get a job there,
Yeah, then move.
Yeah. So that you're busy.
Yeah, you're busy.
Doing
Because
something.
sometimes it can be a bit of a challenge getting
Right.
jobs. I've visited a number of friends in Europe, and you find a lot of Kenyans who are depressed because some of them, people, the parents sold off properties to get them there.
Wow.
So when we moved there, I mean, anyway, I wouldn't blame that. As we both did journalism. Then at that time in Sweden, that's in 2012,
Yeah.
they were moving towards, the digital shift. There was convergence. So a lot of media houses were closing.
Wow.
And I
Like
couldn't
what's
speak
happening?
Swedish. Yeah, I couldn't speak Swedish also. So how are you going to be a reporter? Then I mean, there's not so many Kenyans who are interested in news from Sweden or Scandinavia.
Right.
Oh, yeah. It's not one of those, because there's a lot of people I've told about Sweden. Some people tell me, how's Switzerland? I'm like, Sweden and Switzerland are different countries.
So we don't know much about really the
yeah,
Scandinavian
a
countries.
lot of people don't know a lot about Scandinavia.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, Sweden's a beautiful place, but also trying to get a job there was a bit difficult.
All right.
So that's why we decided to move back, where at least the opportunities here.
Yeah. For both of you.
Yeah, for both of us. But for her also, it was a bit of a struggle also marrying a foreigner.
Yeah.
It's because of, first, when you marry a foreigner, they get a dependent pass. So it takes a while for them to get a job. If they get a job, that employer has to show that she's or he, depending on they're training a Kenyan to take over.
Oh wow.
Yeah, then after 7 years, that's when they can apply for permanent residence. Then with that, they can get a job without necessarily paying for work permit.
My goodness.
So it's a bit of a struggle. So in as much as people say, umeoa mzungu hujalipa dowry, unalipanga government of Kenya.
Hiyo ndio mahari.
Hiyo ndio mahari.
Every other time you're paying for work
work
permits na vitu
permit,
kama
yeah.
hizo.
Yeah.
It looks very rosy out here.
No,
Mtaani huwa tunasemaje? Mwash, niambie, mtaani huwa tunasema umetoka block. Umetoka block. The challenges are very different.
They're different.
Yeah.
Completely, yeah.
So here you are. How was it? How were you received
I mean,
in Sweden?
very well. But a lot of Swedes, especially the old ones, don't speak English, and in a lot of areas, which I used to think was racism, but it wasn't. So I used to go to shops. Then a lot of people, young people, are speaking to me in Swedish, but I tell them I don't
know.
Yeah. But for them, then they told me that's why sometimes I view things from different perspectives.
Right.
Because, you go into a shop, you tell them I can't speak Swedish, but they speak to you in that. So every shop you went to, everyone is speaking in Swedish because obviously you're in Sweden.
Yeah.
And one thing one shopkeeper told me is if they switched and spoke to me in English and I was Swedish who's black, then I'd feel like it's a bit of racism. And that's why they maintained it that way. But you see, that's how when you don't view things from different perspectives.
Yeah, you will never understand.
Yeah, you never understand because you have to find out the other side of the story.
You will actually say this is racism.
Yeah,
and you'll get very depressed.
Yeah, and
as a result, and it's not.
It's not. Yeah.
Wow. So you come back now. Here you are with Agnes, your wife. You've settled.
Yeah.
At what point did you get kids?
So we got kids. Yeah. Agnes's parents their father is a doctor.
All right.
Yeah, an ophthalmologist. But we moved back here and we got our kids. Both my sons were born at Aga Khan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Was it lighter when you were here now? Living together, navigating the...
I mean, things are a bit better. And that's why even when I see people moving abroad, then, because my brothers stay in the US.
All right.
And when they come visit, they usually can't understand. Because, you over here, you can have a nanny. You can have a driver, people who can help you out.
Yeah.
So you have at least some time to relax also,
Right.
especially after work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a bit easier. Yeah.
Yeah. So you get how are those first years of marriage navigating?
Yeah.
You've never been married before, so of course.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of cultural differences,
Yeah.
especially if you marry Mzungu,
Eh,
a woman, because they're brought up in a different culture. When I visited Sweden a number of times, and their father, who's an ophthalmologist, who come from work and is down who's cooking.
wow.
My father is nurse in the kitchens. when when the parents came to meet my dad in Isibania,
Yeah.
my late dad.
Yeah.
So my father-in-law asked me whether my dad was disabled. So I hadn't been home for a while. So I asked him, "What do you mean?"
Yeah.
So when I'm asking my mom, "Hey, is dad disabled?"
Yeah.
Then my mom said no.
Yeah.
So then I asked him, "What do you mean?" Because my mzee, everything is brought here.
Hapo.
Unanao hapa, remote iko hapa.
Kila kitu.
Yeah,
Yes.
everything is brought there. So
Ah.
after a while, he stood up. They were shocked.
Yeah.
This man can walk.
Walk. But that's huko wote huyo ni king. Kila kitu unaletewa, unasaviwa. So they're wondering.
So yeah, different cultures.
Yeah. That's very interesting.
It's very different.
Wazungu walishangaa.
Walishangaa huyu mzee anaweza tembea na mbona analetewa vitu hapa.
Yenye tunaishi dunia tofauti. Yeah. All right. So you get your kids. And when did you realize that your firstborn has a challenge?
Oh yeah. So my firstborn is 11.
11.
Yeah, he's
All right.
11. Yeah, so he used to go to a British school, yeah. And so they used to get assignments where they come home, they're reading books. So, as I took up my dad's role also.
Yes.
So after that, I sat down with him and like, okay, let's read this book.
Right.
So the guy had crammed the entire book. But then I
Okay.
opened a random page and I asked him, can you read this? He couldn't read it. I'm like, but you've read the entire book.
Sorry, let me understand that. So he's crammed the entire book.
Entire book. So he knows if you open different pages, he knows.
He tells you.
So he's flowing. But then when you stop and show him like what
Read this.
Yeah.
He can't.
So I'm like, so I got really mad, like I'm paying all this money. Why can't you read? Yeah. So yeah, so that's when we started realizing. But I think Agnes is the one now who really took that up because the brother also was dyslexic. Yeah, and maybe then he's also long-sighted, so he couldn't see. So you can't see and you can't read. So there was a lot that he was going through, but then he couldn't explain it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even me, I didn't know I had issues with my eyes until the day I took my former colleague at Standard, Shemolo Chiri.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
why you people wear specs? Why do you wear specs? I took him for eye checkup. I couldn't believe. So I used to think everything was just blurry because I'd never also gone for eye checkup.
Interesting.
So unless someone exposes you to certain things, then
probably I need to go to.
Yeah, you need to go get your eye checked.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
So what's the name of your son?
Mio.
Mio.
Yeah, it's called Mio.
So Mio actually just knows a whole book. He can say whatever.
Yeah.
When you point, but he cannot read.
Yeah. So I think for him, he realized his disability. Then now he looked for ways he can overcome them. So when people are reading, then he could tell, okay, this is the first page. This is how it flows. So I think he was just cramming. But you see, that's a very difficult. Then in that school, they used to have exams every they have cuts every week, and
That's IG, right?
Yeah. So when we enrolled him to that school, one of the things that we liked about that school was they said they had a system of never lapse system, where they ensure every child is at par. So when we went to ask why is he not doing as well in some subjects, like so he was over there, he was learning French. So I'm like, hey, he's not as good at French. Why? So maybe we're thinking we're trying to teach. I'm trying to teach him Kikuria, trying to teach him Swahili. The mom's trying to teach him Swedish. Yeah, and he's trying to learn French.
Yeah.
So we're thinking maybe he's getting confused.
Too much.
Yeah. But that school, they didn't give us very good feedback.
Okay.
And at that time, we looked at, because Agnes is Swedish. We're like, how about we just take him to the Swedish school because there they have special needs teachers.
Right.
And from there, the teacher met and you could tell, okay, yes, I think he he's a bit dyslexic. Yeah. And there they have teachers who help them out. To date, he reads about 20 books a month.
11 years.
Yeah, and that school, the previous school was going to destroy his self-esteem.
Right.
Because
every other time
yeah,
I told you can't read.
Yeah, and then slow. Yeah, and he used to now start telling us he's sick, he's not feeling well. But right now he loves school. He couldn't wait to open school.
So those were excuses not to go to school.
Yeah, because they're like, what am I going to do here again? So the problem is, as the semester progresses, the tougher it gets.
That's true.
So every day is tougher than the previous day.
Yeah.
So he didn't like it there, but right now he loves school.
Amazing.
I think I should bring him for your show and you have
we have a conversation.
Yeah,
I'm sure he's a genius.
Yeah, you're gonna love him. I think I'll bring him and he'll be happy to be here.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
I would love to do that.
Yeah.
I know how to position that. I would love to do that as well.
Yeah.
So now, of course, you got a second son later.
Yeah.
He's 6 years old?
Yeah, 6 years.
Yeah.
It's called Abe.
It's called Abe. All right. So your firstborn son, as a father, navigating the challenge you had, how was that for you? And in context is how you have been raised.
Yeah.
And now you have a son in a multicultural marriage.
Yeah.
Who has a challenge.
Yeah.
What was that for you?
So for me, is growing up, I was also one of those noisy kids in class, and Mio is also Mio. He's called Mio Mbusiro Wambura, so that people don't think, hey, where does this guy have his kid's name?
That's very
Swedish names. Yeah, so they have Korean names. Mio Mbusiro Wambura, and the other one is
all those are Korean names.
Mbusiro.
Those are really nice names.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
And the other is Abe Alex Wambura, so I named after my dad. So when we realized that, I mean, I told him we can overcome this, Yeah. Told him, don't let anyone bring you down.
Yeah.
Yeah. I told him if your uncle from Sweden, he now got his PhD.
Tell me about that uncle.
Yeah. Do you know this guy, Agnes's brother?
Yes.
He also was dyslexic. And, at the beginning also, it was very difficult. But the Swedish schools, especially in Sweden, even now the ones here, have special needs teachers who helped him out.
Yeah.
You can't imagine. He got his PhD in quantum physics from Stanford at the age of 24. I told him...
No.
Yeah.
Quantum physics.
Yeah.
Doctorate.
Yeah.
At 24.
At 24.
University?
Stanford.
Hey.
And I told him if he went to the same schools I went to here, I don't think he'd have gone past class 4. Angambia is a slow learner.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but he's here not. I think we just need to tap into different people's talent.
That's true.
And the problem is sometimes our education system thinks we're all homogeneous. I don't know who this education system was set out for.
Yeah.
Because even me, I consider subjects that I really like, I don't even have to read.
Yeah.
Because everything flows in. You just absorb.
Look at that.
But now other subjects like math.
Tuko na wewe. Math, physics. Unashanga hizi vitu gani?
Yeah. So
you just can't. Yeah.
Because I was a storyteller.
Yeah.
When I was in a physics class in Form 2, and people used to laugh because I was in highway secondary school. And so the physics teacher says a bullet is shot at an angle. So for me, I wasn't trying to calculate. I wanted to find out why was this guy shooting this bullet. What was the issue? Who is he shooting?
I know. It's on your issues.
It's on your issues.
Yeah.
And that's that's how my love for journalism came out. Because then I want to find out.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
Do you know to date, that there are days I dream usiku na sweat.
Yeah.
Niko kwa exam ya maths.
Yeah.
Ile holi yetu Kamusinga Friends School.
Yeah.
I'm doing my maths exams. Yeah. Alafu namka saa 10 na I'm sweating.
Yeah, that's true.
Then I realized, phew.
Let me Kev.
Not much.
Yeah.
we are not, people think watu washikangi sans wako disabled. We are normal people.
Yeah.
Na tuko hapa na tuna succeed.
That does succeed. Yeah.
Still.
Yeah, people are able differently.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right. So again, you get your second son, and now here you are navigating those issues. I want to come to the point of where now you have differences with your wife, and And thank you very much that you're vulnerable
Yeah.
to share this.
Mm.
You're not living together now.
No.
How was that?
It was a bit challenging. So during COVID,
Yeah.
and that's why sometimes I say during COVID, because you had to stay in the house together.
Yeah.
And then,
Wow.
because then you realize you're a bit of strangers.
Mm.
And one of the biggest challenge was, because back then we didn't have living. So our house was a day bag.
Yes.
So she comes 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. So Saturday and Sunday,
It's you guys do.
Las kids are
Yeah.
duty. So one of us has to cook, one of us has to take care of the kids.
Yeah.
And so now what happens with that is after a while it starts, because if you know it's not your day with the kids, then you're looking for another plan with your boys. So you're not in the house.
Yeah.
And now COVID now brings you guys together, and then the bit of ruffles.
Yeah.
So we figured, hey, okay, let's try and sort this out. We started therapy to try and see whether we could at least reconcile, or try and see whether we could work this out.
Right.
But the therapist found that there was so much differences,
Yeah.
and advised us to switch it to a separation therapy.
Okay.
So we did a separation therapy, and which is great, and I'll advise a lot of people to do that, because there are a few people, because I've been separated for now 4 years.
Okay.
There are a few people who I've dated and they have issues that I have a very good relationship with my wife, because we're not enemies.
Yeah.
And sometimes, which I've had a lot of friends tell me, is the parents stayed together, then when they all finish uni, they separated.
Yeah.
Because the parents didn't want to separate because they went off.
Children. Yeah.
No, that negative energy feeds off your kids.
Right.
Yeah. So if things are not working out, you're better off to step aside,
Yeah.
where you'll both respect each other's boundaries.
Right.
Yeah, like anytime I meet Agnes, she's very happy. She's like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I don't have to care, if it's Friday and you're not home at 9, I'm asleep,
You've opened a can.
So she's
Yeah.
happy, and also I'm happy I go home.
Mm.
I have a house girl who cooks for me,
Right.
so I don't have to worry about utensils anymore.
I've had
or cooking.
cooking. I've had a new term today called separation therapy.
Yeah.
What does that look like?
So separation therapy is where, after you've gone through a therapy session,
Yeah.
the therapist usually gives you some questions to gauge.
Okay.
Yeah, to gauge whether you're in sync.
Okay.
Yeah. So and the therapist found out that there was so much differences. Then she was asking me, how comes you guys are married?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Is the desire when you're going through separation therapy to see if there's an opportunity you can reunite, or it's just to check out the differences?
Yeah, so we started off with trying to see whether we could sort out issues, and reunite.
Okay.
But then the therapist realized, hey, there's too many differences here, and we switched it to separation.
Yeah.
Which now is very good, because then you guys agree on a lot of things. When you separate,
Yeah.
one of the things a lot of people fight for is the custody of the kids.
That's true.
So one of the things the therapist takes you through is a draft of your parental responsibility agreement,
Yeah.
where you agree on, who's going to be doing this. So they take you through that. A lot of things you agree. Then after that, you can engage a lawyer, then you have it signed in court.
Okay.
So that it's legally bound. So if I say I'm having the kids from today to Sunday, I'm having the kids.
Yeah.
It's
legal. It's
structured.
written.
Yeah. If it's tuition that's due next week, I know it's due and I know my percentage.
Yeah.
If you're not paying 100,
Right.
sometimes you agree on 60-40, because if you're separating, some people ask for alimony, some don't want that.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of things they take you through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have so many questions.
Yeah.
One, so after you have separated, are you allowed to date?
Yeah, because you're allowed to date.
Okay.
But one of the things which I've never figured out with a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yes, you're allowed to date. Yes.
Okay.
But also one of the things that also the therapist takes you through is, if you're going to date, also you need to be careful how many people you're going to be introducing your kids to. Because how many women will I be introducing? You're like, hey, mzee is the problem. I don't know how many men will she be introducing.
It's a trauma for the kids, right?
Yeah, so you need to be careful. I think what the therapist advice is, it's always good to introduce your partner, your new partner, to the kids after you guys, and you're sure that this relationship is
It's
going
over.
to and this
divorce.
Yeah, and it's over. It's divorced, and also you're sure that you're remarrying.
Yeah.
You've taken a number of steps ahead with your new cat.
Okay.
Umeintroduce, umelipa mahari.
Kila kitu. You've gone the whole.
Yeah, you've gone the whole way. Then that's sustainable, and then you don't confuse your kids also. Yeah.
This is a very interesting conversation. I actually never knew it will get here.
Yeah.
But I'm glad, because these are situations even men are going through.
Yeah.
And couples today. So it's very important that you're sharing this.
Yeah.
In our context, you have lived here, you've traveled. Is this something that happens often in our local setups?
No.
Rarely, huh?
Rarely. Because I know, a lot of people who've separated or even divorced, they divorce in very bad terms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You become enemies.
Proper. Yeah. So even, because I've met other people who separated and they don't understand how, because they're saying ati baba kuja awachukue watoto huko kwa gate. Now,
that's true.
It's not, you're not punishing the father, it's the kids. You're making the kids walk all the way, depending on the kind of estate you live in. Imagine you're living in apartments in 4 years.
Yes.
Now unamwambia mchukue huko kwa main gate.
Yeah.
Why can't he just drive? He comes, he picks them up downstairs there. Yeah.
So, and the kids see the rift.
Yeah.
That's trauma for them, right?
That's trauma. And also one of the things when we were separating is the therapist told us that we needed to sit our sons down, and we told them that daddy and mommy are separated, so daddy is moving out.
Okay.
Yeah, but now you have 2 homes. So that you have that conversation, so that also you don't start. A lot of people have seen maybe the father or the mother feeding off negative narratives about the
other person.
Yeah. Father is bad. So I never talk ill of Agnes, and she never talks ill of me. So we had the issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it was not the kids.
It's not the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your kids, they will love you. They will love Agnes.
100%.
And they celebrate every time they're with you. They celebrate every time they're with her.
We do.
It's amicable, right?
Yeah, it's amicable, and we do a lot of if they're having birthdays, then we do it together. We agree on whether we're doing it at my house or our house.
Okay.
We do it together.
Question.
Yeah.
Trick question.
Yeah.
Does this now give you an opportunity to rethink about coming back together again?
No. So we can't, because
you guys are friends, proper friends.
We're friends, but we're happier separated. You get?
Okay.
We're happier.
Unaniambia vitu, unajua mimi ni Mwafrika ule wa. We can always make it work. Yeah. So for you okay that direction.
Yes, and
the way it is.
Yes,
and she's happy that
she's
way.
happy also. Yeah.
Okay.
I think she's also. I'm sure she's dating.
Right.
Amy, I've met a few people.
Joel, I feel vibaya that Agnes is dating.
No. She has to date.
Yeah,
she has to move on with her life.
Right. And you've given each other permission.
Yes.
Okay.
We've given each other permission.
All right.
But one of the things that we both agreed is we can't be exposing the kids to too many different people.
Okay.
So we have to be sure, like, this is the person, this is it.
Yeah.
And then you introduce, and then you see where that goes from there.
This is so strange. It is different.
Yeah, but
truly it's very different.
It is. You don't have to be enemies. Yeah. Once you have a child with anyone, this is someone that you'll be with for your entire life. You'll share grandkids.
Right.
And treat grandkids.
That's very true.
So then how are you guys going to maneuver that if you're enemies?
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe we're frenemies.
Frenemies. The enemy was then before separation. Now you're friends. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
What does this do to you? Or rather, what did this do to you as a man?
Separation can be very tough, and I think one thing I encourage men is we need to be talking. We need to have safe spaces where we can talk, because a lot of men are going through issues, but we don't talk. That's where the women beat us.
Yeah.
Women have their chamas on Saturday, they'll meet, they'll talk about the issues. But men meet in bars.
Na kuwatch ball.
And watch
Na wanaongea story ya siasa na ball.
na ball. So,
And not many other things.
Not other many things, yeah.
And the ladies do a lot of, they engage, they have conversations at night, 2-3 hours, talking to their girlfriends. They're releasing a lot of that pressure.
Yeah. We and a few fathers, we started a club where on Fridays we take our sons, play football with them. Then after that, we mentor them. Then, that's how they start taking over leadership. We bring different people from different careers. So there's, I have a friend called Tony.
Yes.
His son is 12 and he's flying planes.
Hey.
Imagine.
Remember me, Jehovah. What?
Imagine. Flying planes, 12. And he started off from just doing flight simulator and he's flown, he flies.
Wow.
Yeah.
So watu wanafanya hizi mavieta lakini kuna mavieta zingine ziko na ile hapana hiyo. That's a different ball game.
But that's what we try to do with a few friends. We try to mentor our sons. We're trying to change things that our parents, our grandparents didn't do right.
Yeah.
As where I come from, men wanajulikana kama Simba.
I know. I have a few friends from Korea. Yeah.
So kingevi watu wanatoroka.
Watu wanakimbia. And that was the African man that was positioned for us.
Yeah.
That men are kings.
Yeah.
Women are supposed to bow.
Yeah.
But it has changed.
It has changed. Even my late dad, we were very tight. We became very tight.
Oh, great.
Yeah, we were very best of friends. And we used to talk. So I used to challenge him a lot. And some of my brothers would be shocked to me asking him certain things. Yeah, because when I was in uni, one of my friends called Oscar passed away. And when he was in ICU before he passed, the mom knew so much about him, but the mzee knew nothing. So the dad was crying. He was saying, I was waiting for him to at least graduate. He marries, then we become friends. Like, be your sons and your daughters' friends from day one.
That's true.
Yeah, because you need to be that safe space. Like us, my sons and I, we talk about everything.
Amazing.
And I tell them, if I wrong you somewhere,
tell me.
Also tell me.
Yeah. I like that direction, that you have conversations with them. Can you talk sex issues with your sons? Do you?
Yeah, last week I was shocked. One of my son's classmates, I was driving them home. Then he told me that when he traveled to Sweden, he met his grandfather who told him he got his son when he was 14. Then I'm like, oh, wow. So, so they grew up together. It's like, no, he didn't use a condom. Yeah. I'm like, man, so these kids are exposed.
They
know. There's so much they know. So we need to have real conversations with them. Otherwise, they'll be getting the information from the wrong people.
You are so right.
There's one lecturer who used to joke about about PR, where you're saying about CSR back then.
Yes.
Saying CSR is like teenage sex.
Okay.
Because they say it is because a few people are doing it right, and those who are doing it are not doing it well.
A few people are doing it right?
A few people claim they're doing it, but they're not doing it. And those who are doing it are not doing it right. So that's
CSR. My goodness.
That's the joke about CSR.
Yeah.
But it's something now, if you look at that analogy, is that now those are real conversations we need to start having.
Yeah. With our sons and our children.
Sons or daughters, yeah.
Right. I love it. We want us to now start bringing this to a conclusion.
Yeah.
So you bring a very different perspective. Number one, your multicultural, engagement, especially in marriage, work, and travel, has exposed you to many different things in the world, and even seeing how, fatherhood is done elsewhere. But here you are, you found yourself in a very tight situation. We've had many stories about divorce and how marriage is done, in Europe and in the US. So you found yourself in a situation where you have to live separately with your wife. What are the regrets that have come with that?
Yeah.
Especially as a man and as a father. And what would you want to share with other men in the process?
The biggest regret is not seeing your kids every day. Because you're used to, back in the day, you'd wake up, your other son would be kicking you on the face.
Yeah.
There'll be, but now where you can't see them, where you have to agree on certain dates where you can see them. And when you're with them also, they're not with their mother.
Yeah.
That can be, it's very
Overwhelming.
it's overwhelming, especially for the young one. At least the older one understood.
Yeah.
But the young one used to ask me, were you there when I was born?
Oh, wow.
So I was there. For both my kids, actually. I'm the one who cut the umbilical cord.
Oh, really?
Yeah. At Aga Khan. So I
You're
was
a
there.
different man. What?
Yeah, I was there. I was there. Because sometimes I don't understand how men say, a lot of men in Kenya say, wife anazaa, atopabana kunyo. The complications that happen, eh?
Yeah.
Like when Mio was born, he had to be rushed to HDU. Now, if he's rushed to HDU and the wife has just given birth, who's going to take care of who's going to follow up on whether he's getting treatment?
That's true.
So then you can end up,
Mtoto anaweza badilishwa huko.
you end up regretting and hakuna kunywa beer haziishi.
That's true.
Haziishi. So I've made it intentional. I've been there from day one.
Amazing.
Yeah, and the only regret as I have is I wish we could do it together. Right? You can't do it.
Yeah.
You can't force it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you have if you're currently married for any man, try, and the biggest things that destroy marriages is egos. Yeah.
That's it, especially for the men.
Yeah. What? So you don't step down. She down the step down. So then you both end up going your separate ways.
That's true.
Yeah. But if you both can agree on mutual grounds, like when we used to live together, certain things which we had agreed will take up the Swedish and some will take up the Korean. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. So there are a lot of things we looked at, even before we decided to get kids. Are like, okay, this is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
In Sweden, they don't name after their parents.
Okay.
So my kids are both named after my firstborn son, which also was very unconventional.
Yeah.
Growing up, my mom used to tell me, I want to be named. So the first son I got, first child I got, and my dad never used to tell me, the son. But my dad never told me.
Yeah.
So then I was like, but it's our culture. But I'm like, my mom asked. So then I named my firstborn son after my mom. So that's why it's called Mio Mbusiro Wambura. So my mom is called Ryan Mbusiro Wambura. So then now, unfortunately, in 2018, I lost my dad.
Right.
So then I named my
second son
after my dad, which is Alex Wambura.
Okay.
So, but the first names are all Swedish, Mio and Abe. Yeah.
Wow. So it's a proper blend.
Yeah, proper blend.
Right.
You just agree on a number of things.
All right. I want you to speak to fathers who are separated. Some are very angry.
Yeah.
Some never see their children.
Yeah.
Some see their children, but they don't have contact with their mother.
Yeah.
There is something right that can be done.
Yeah. I mean, for all fathers, sometimes you get married and marriage doesn't work out, but don't harm the kids for this. No, let me rephrase this.
Yeah.
So sometimes you get married. Yes, you started off, things were good, and they didn't work out. So don't punish the kids for your faults as a couple. The kids they didn't ask to be born. You both brought them here. So you both have to agree on a mutual agreement of how you're going to take care of them.
Oh, yeah. I love that. So there are some codes I pick from your story. 1, if you had issues, please allow the children to live happy lives.
Yeah.
Do not drag them into your issues.
Yeah.
And for men, please, and we will say this again and again, do not allow your ego to push you to a level where you lose what you have. That sometimes is really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I know men struggle with that and pride.
Yeah.
But things are changing. There's a lot of disruptions in the world.
That's true.
Why can't you also, as a man, decide, you know what, I'll pull down.
That's true.
For the sake of this, right?
Yeah. My mom used to say, when you see your neighbor's garden is greener, maybe they have a higher water bill.
or it's a bus sewer
Yeah.
on the other side.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's never.
Love yours.
Yeah, love yours.
Yeah. Yes. But I mean, I also believe in second chances.
Right.
There are a lot of great people out here also.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if your first marriage didn't work out, take those as lessons and don't take them into your second marriage, because then it's going to be a repeat of the same.
That's true.
Yeah. What are some of the issues that you had?
Yeah.
Then also agree on certain things.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. A lot of insights from you, my brother. Thank you very much
Thanks
for sharing,
for having me.
being vulnerable.
Yeah.
Truly appreciate.
Thank you.
The next time ukienda utubebe pia sisi tuende pande ile ingine, but we really appreciate and we wish you well.
Yeah.
Please, I would really love to have a conversation with your son for real.
Yes, I'll bring him. He'll be happy to be here.
I would love to. So let's organize that. All right.
So.
Thank you very much, Barakatele. All right. I hope that made sense to you today. I think the conversation is really about the issues of separation. How do you navigate that? And the issues of multicultural marriages. It can be very complex, but you can also make it very simple and amicable. All right. So subscribe to our channel again, Fatherhood. Let's have the conversations continue. We really appreciate you coming in, checking it out. And we wish you well in everything you do as well. Thank you very much. Fatherhood.